Guys, fun fact, there is a site that called League of Whales that does actually reveal you some data on pick rates on skins and win rate differentials in general. Now, the notable thing about this site, this is not actually calculated based on lower rank data. It says data collected from 35k matches, Challenger, Grandmaster, Master only. And this is the time it been updated. Now, uh, if we scroll down, we're gonna see multiple champs. You can see different win rates. Now, and then you can make certainly some really good assumptions on why certain skins have lower or higher win rates, but there is always gonna be some mystery behind it. So, Sultan Tryndamere, highest pick rate. It's one of those cheap skins that has the most satisfying basic attack effects, so definitely has the highest pick rate. In my opinion, Nightbringer, Blood Moon has very satisfying basic attacks as well, but this one is very, very good. This is just a default skin, you have slightly lower win rate with the default skin. Victorious Tryndamere, this has a way lower win rate. Now the reasoning behind this is very simple. This is a free skin that you get gold and above. And so some people just kind of like want to try out the champion. Just because they have the skin, they want to see how the skin looks like, maybe in ranked games. And that's why it so happens that the skin does have a low win rate. Blood Moon, I don't exactly know why Blood Moon has a lower win rate actually. Some of the skins have a better, like for example, Demon Blade for sure. It has a better like visual on when its ore is about to expire as an example. And sound effect wise, just as an example. Now, Nightbringer, it's actually like has a minus win rate, even though it's a very satisfying skin. It feels to be way better to play the champion. In my experience, it felt to be better, but it does have a negative 2% win rate somehow. King Tryndamere has a 5.59. This is one of the classic skins. So the reasoning why I think some of these older skins you can see like Viking. This is a 12-year-old skin, by the way. 12-year-old skin. This is a very old skin as well. I don't even know when was Beast Hunter revealed, but this was one of the shittier skin lines we ever got, honestly. So there are plenty of old skins, as we can see, that don't necessarily look too good, but they have a higher win rate. So I think the reasoning behind that might be that in the older times, some people have been wanting King Tryndamere for years. And so in the older times you didn't have access for newer skins like Blood Moon or Nightbringer, whatever. And so people that have a lots of experience, they're just gonna stick to their main skin that they're used to, and they're just gonna play because this is what they brought a long time ago. Maybe that's kind of like the idea behind like older skins having a higher win rate, perhaps, just perhaps. So there are some skins that also can be paid to lose actually in League. They can be paid to lose just because some of their visual effects or let's just say per moment more visible with certain skins. For example, if we go up, we go up Vayne. Now if I click on Vayne, I think her project skin is supposed to have a negative. It does have a negative in rage just because when she uses her E, she does actually have a backflip, which makes her E a bit more visual. So just saying. And I think sometimes people that buy more expensive skins, I think sometimes that's the idea that, oh, well, Varos, Prestige Firecracker Vayne has a super negative win rate, okay? Even though you should also look at the pick rate as well, which is very important to calculate it off, obviously, but holy, that's a very highly negative win rate. So the uglier the skin, it does look like the uglier the skin, the worse the performance, I guess. Because there has to be some player satisfaction as well when you play a skilled champion. So I think most of so some of these skins like Spirit Blossom, Drawbringer and Sentinel Vayne, these more brighter skins tend to have higher win rate, with Project definitely has a negative one. But I think there are many factors, honestly, to kind of like look at, if you think about it. So for example, if you scroll up, and you can always speculate, but I think there is always some pay to winness, somewhat of a pay to winness attribute to it as well, just because like some skins definitely feel to be smoother, abilities feel to be more satisfying to use, so you're just gonna feel a bit more motivated to play the champion when it's more tailored to your preference, you know, just saying. And so the highest pick rate skin is actually 41.25%, is higher than the base skin. So actually Yasuo players tend to use more skins than as if they would use the default one. So they are really big skin hogs, skin whales, right? So in here it does have a positive win rate. I think the reasoning behind it might be because people visually see, let's say, Pizzeng playing with the Nightbringer Yasuo skin, and so what happens is that I think people like observe and learn from Pizzeng, right? And when they use the skin, they feel like a bit more confident because they feel like they are in his skin, and they saw how to play the champion in this specific skin, which I know it's the same champion, but it feels more familiar, if it makes sense. So maybe it makes the player itself more confident, as an example, you know, as an example. But you can always speculate, you know, like why some skins have a negative win rate, because, you know, maybe his Q has a, for example, one of the Yasuo skins I can think about, you know, is just really like, which is that arcade skin, let me see. Was it Odyssey? No, it was Battle Boss Yasuo. It was Battle Boss Yasuo. So like Battle Boss Yasuo's, like, for example, Q visual is actually like way smaller. I swear that Tornado is shit small. Like, look at this. Was it this skin, guys? Let me see. I think it maybe was this skin. Let's see. Kind of weird to give an arcade skin to Yasuo, but okay. No, it wasn't this one. It wasn't this one. There wasn't like a similar one. Was it Odyssey? Battle Wolf Yasuo? It was one of these like very big. No, it was maybe Sea Dog. Maybe it was Sea Dog actually. Maybe. Let me see. See, guys. Let's see. I'm pretty much sure there was one Yasuo skin that has a smaller cube. Maybe it was this, but they are zoomed in. More zoomed in than usual. I don't quite remember which. I think this was it. I think this had a bit of a confusing queue. But you guys can check this site out. I'm gonna leave the link in the comment section. You can click on it, check out your favorite champions to see which skin and why do they have a negative, a positive win rate. What's the reasoning behind it? Obviously, you got to look at the pick rate as well, and you can just make some fair assumptions of why, or if there is like a more smoother feeling when you play a certain skin. So you can also ask questions of why, or is it more worth now to buy the skin? Because it looks like people have a higher win rate, but maybe the logic is that people buy more expensive skins sometimes, and because they already know how to play the champion. But it does look like in here this is the most expensive skin, but people have a negative win rate, and Heartseeker is less so expensive. So I don't know. Maybe it just depends like what makes you more motivated to play the champion, I would assume. Because some of them really give you that good feeling. That's it for now, guys. Have a nice day.